No! Please, I beg you!
Please, just check it again. But they didn't listen. The guards grabbed his arms and started dragging him out of the bank. People stared, some laughed, some filmed, and no one realized he was telling the truth. Lawrence Whitfield walked into First National Bank on a Tuesday morning, 78 years old, wearing his only suit, 20 years old, fraying at the cuffs, but clean, pressed. He'd ironed it himself that morning because this mattered. In his trembling hands, he carried a small blue passbook, the kind banks used in the 1970s, before computers, before digital records, before everything changed. The kind most people had forgotten existed. Lawrence approached the counter, waited patiently in line. When his turn came, a young teller looked up, smiled automatically. "How can I help you today?" Lawrence placed the passbook on the counter. "I'd like to check my account balance, please." The teller, her name tag said Jessica, picked up the passbook, looked at it like it was a museum artifact, which in a way it was. "Sir, we don't use these anymore. Do you have an account number?" "It's in there. Account opened April 12, 1972. Jessica flipped through the passbook. Faded ink, handwritten entries. The last deposit, March 3, 1973, 52 years ago. "Sir, this account is very old. Let me check our system." She typed, frowned, typed more. "I'm not seeing anything under your name." "It's there. Lawrence Whitfield, opened with $2,400 for my daughter's college fund." "Sir, I'm showing no active accounts. It's not closed. I never closed it." Jessica's smile tightened, professional, patient, the smile you give difficult customers. "Sir, if there's no activity for 50 years, accounts are typically, I have the passbook, right here, original deposit slip, everything." Lawrence pulled out a yellowed piece of paper, carefully preserved in plastic. Deposit slip, April 12, 1972, $2,400. Depositor, Lawrence J. Whitfield. Teller signature, M. Parson. Jessica looked at it, then at her computer, then at the growing line behind Lawrence. "Sir, I understand you have documentation, but our system doesn't show this account. Perhaps it was closed. I never closed it. Or transferred. I never transferred it." "Then I'm sorry, but I can't help you." Jessica's voice was firmer now. "If the system doesn't show it, the account doesn't exist." "But I have proof. Sir, please step aside. There are other customers waiting." Lawrence's hands shook. "Please, just look more carefully. Call someone who can check the old records." "Sir, step aside." Jessica waved to the next customer. Lawrence didn't move. "My wife died 6 months ago. Grace, married 54 years. The last thing she said to me," his voice broke, "she said, 'Larry, the passbook is in the safe for Angela's education. Don't forget.'" Jessica's expression softened slightly. "Sir, I'm very sorry for your loss, but our daughter Angela died in a car accident, 1974, 22 years old, never got to use the money. Grace and we couldn't close the account. It felt like closing the door on her." Tears now running down Lawrence's weathered face. "So we left it, 50 years, compounding, growing, for her, even though she's gone." The line behind Lawrence was getting restless. Someone coughed impatiently. Jessica looked past him, then back, sympathy in her eyes, but also procedure. "Sir, I'm truly sorry, but without the account showing in our system, there's nothing I can do. Perhaps you should speak to a manager." "Yes, please. I'd like to speak to a manager." Jessica picked up the phone. 2 minutes later, Vincent Harper appeared, bank manager, 48 years old, expensive suit, impatient expression. He'd been pulled from an important meeting. "Mr. Whitfield, I'm Vincent Harper. How can I help you?" Lawrence explained again. The passbook, the 1972 account, the missing records. Vincent listened, barely. His eyes kept drifting to his watch. "Sir, our records go back to 1985, when we digitized. Anything before that, but this account was opened before that, in 1972. Then it should have been transferred during digitization. But what if it wasn't? What if there was a mistake?" Vincent's jaw tightened. "Sir, are you suggesting our bank made a mistake?" "I'm suggesting someone should check. I just told you, the system goes back to 1985. If you're not in it, the account doesn't exist. But I have proof." Vincent glanced at the passbook, the deposit slip, 52 years old, and made a decision. "Sir, these could be forgeries." Lawrence's breath stopped. "What?" "Old bank documents, easy to fake. People try this all the time. I'm not trying anything. You're claiming an account from 1972 with no records, showing up with old papers, demanding money? It's my money, or it's a scam." Vincent's voice was rising now, drawing attention. "And you don't tolerate fraud in this bank." Lawrence's face flushed. "I'm not a fraud. I'm a customer. You're not in our system, which means you're not a customer, because someone made a mistake. The only mistake here is you wasting our time." Vincent gestured to security. "Please escort this gentleman out." 2 security guards approached, large, uniformed. Lawrence's eyes widened. "Wait, please, just check the old records." "We've checked. You're not there. Now leave." "I have proof." "Fake documents don't constitute proof." Vincent turned to the guards. "Remove him." The guards grabbed Lawrence's arms. "No, wait!" Lawrence pulled back, not violently, just resistance, the resistance of someone desperate. "Please, just listen." "Sir, don't make this harder." One guard tightened his grip. "Let's go." They started dragging him towards the door, Lawrence's feet scrambling for purchase on the polished floor, his old shoes squeaking. People stopped, stared, phones came out, an elderly man being dragged out of a bank. Some people looked sympathetic, others uncomfortable. A few laughed, thinking, "Crazy old man, making a scene, probably dementia." "Please," Lawrence's voice cracked, "just check, please." Vincent watched, arms crossed, satisfied, problem solved. As the guards dragged Lawrence past the counter, his hands reaching back, still clutching the passbook, something fell. The plastic-wrapped deposit slip fluttered to the ground, landed near the feet of a young woman, Kara Mitchell, 26 years old, junior loan officer. She'd been watching the whole thing, uncomfortable. Something about it didn't feel right. The old man's desperation, the manager's dismissal, the way no one had really looked at his documents. Kara bent down, picked up the deposit slip, looked at it. April 12, 1972, First National Bank, account number 47-82561-3, deposit $2,400, signature Lawrence J. Whitfield, teller signature M. Parson. It looked real. The paper was genuinely old, yellowed but not artificially. The ink faded naturally. The bank's logo, an older version but legitimate. Kara looked up. The guards were pushing Lawrence through the front door. He stumbled, caught himself, stood on the sidewalk, tears streaming. Vincent was walking back to his office, the crowd dispersing, going back to their transactions, forgetting already. Kara looked at the deposit slip again, then made a decision. She walked quickly to the archive room, in the basement, where the old records were kept. Files from before digitization, boxes and boxes, labeled by year, dusty, forgotten. She found 1972, pulled the box, started searching. Account numbers in the 47-82000 range. There, a file folder, faded, thin. She pulled it out, opened it. Inside, account opening documents. April 12, 1972, Lawrence J. Whitfield. Initial deposit, $2,400. Purpose, education fund for Angela Whitfield, daughter, age 20. Signatures, official stamps, everything legitimate. Kara's breath caught. It was real. The account existed. She kept digging, found transaction records, monthly deposits, small ones, $50, $100, Lawrence and Grace adding to the fund for 2 years. Then, March 3, 1974, final entry, handwritten note in the margin. Account holder requested no further transactions, personal tragedy, account to remain open per customer request. Nothing after that, for 50 years. Kara's hands shook. She understood now. They'd lost their daughter, couldn't bear to close their college fund, so they'd left it, frozen in time, a memorial. And then, during the 1985 digitization, someone had missed it, or assumed it was inactive, or made a mistake. The account had fallen through the cracks, but it had never been closed, which meant, Kara did quick math, $2,400 in 1972, 52 years of compound interest at average savings rates. Kara pulled out her phone, used a compound interest calculator. Principal, $2,400. Time, 52 years. Average rate, 3.5%. Conservative estimate for old savings accounts. Result, $14,847. But if the account had been in certificates of deposit, which the notes suggested, rates would have been higher, much higher. In the 1980s, CD rates hit 10.
Kara recalculated, using historical rates. By her estimate, the account could be worth between $40,000 and $50,000. She stood there in the dusty basement, holding proof that the bank had made a mistake, that Vincent Harper had just called an honest man a fraud and thrown him out for telling the truth. Kara ran upstairs. By the way, where are you watching this from? Drop your city in the comments. I love knowing where these stories reach. She found Vincent in his office, knocked. "Mr. Harper, I need to show you something." Vincent looked up, annoyed. "I'm busy." "It's about the man you just removed, Lawrence Whitfield." "What about him?" "He was telling the truth." Kara placed the file on Vincent's desk. "I found his account in the archives. It was never digitized. It's been sitting there since 1972, active, accruing interest." Vincent's face went white. He opened the file, read. His hands started shaking. "This can't be. It's real, original documents. Everything matches his passbook. But the system? The system missed it during the 1985 transfer. It happens. Old accounts fall through cracks." Kara pulled out her calculations. "By my estimate, with 52 years of compound interest, his account is worth approximately $47,000. Vincent looked like he might be sick. "47,000? "Yes, sir." He stared at the file, at the calculations, at the proof that he just publicly humiliated an honest customer, called him a fraud, had him dragged out by security in front of dozens of witnesses with phones recording. "Oh, God." Vincent's voice was barely a whisper. Kara waited. Vincent looked up. "Where is he now?" "You threw him out. He's probably gone." "Find him now." "Sir," I said, "find him." Vincent stood. "Check the cameras. Send someone. I don't care. Find Lawrence Whitfield and bring him back immediately." Kara nodded, ran. She checked the security footage, saw Lawrence on the sidewalk, sitting on a bench, head in his hands, still there. She ran outside. "Mr. Whitfield." Lawrence looked up, recognized her from inside, shrank back. "I'm not causing trouble." "No, sir. Please, come back inside." "They told me to leave." "I know, and they were wrong. Please, come with me." Something in her voice made Lawrence pause. He stood slowly, followed her back inside. People stared, whispered, "Is that the old man from before?" Vincent was waiting in the lobby, his face pale, sweating. When he saw Lawrence, he walked forward. "Mr. Whitfield, I owe you an enormous apology." Lawrence blinked, confused. "Your account exists. It's real. We made a mistake, a terrible mistake." Vincent's voice was shaking. "During our 1985 digitization, your account was missed. It wasn't transferred to our computer system, but it's been active this entire time, accruing interest." Lawrence's knees went weak. Kara grabbed his arm, steadied him. "It's real?" "Yes, sir. And with 52 years of compound interest," Vincent swallowed hard, "your account balance is $47,218. Lawrence's hand went to his chest. "47,000? "Yes, sir." Tears streamed down Lawrence's face. "Grace, she was right. She told me." He couldn't finish. Vincent led him to a private office, sat him down, brought water. "Mr. Whitfield, I cannot apologize enough. I was wrong, completely wrong. I should have listened, should have checked more carefully." "You called me a fraud." Lawrence's voice was quiet, hurt. I know, and I was wrong, unforgivably wrong. Vincent looked down, ashamed. I let procedure override common sense, let my assumptions about... He stopped, but Lawrence knew what he meant. Assumptions about an old man in a worn suit, with old documents, looking poor. You judged me, Lawrence said. Yes, I did, and I'm deeply sorry. Lawrence was quiet. Then, I just wanted someone to listen, to check, to believe me. I know. I'm not crazy. I'm not a criminal. I'm just trying to honor my wife's last words. Vincent nodded. I understand, and we're going to make this right. Your account will be fully restored, with all accrued interest, today. And the money? Available immediately. I'll process everything personally. Vincent paused. Mr. Whitfield, I also need to tell you something. Because of how this was handled, how you were treated, the bank would like to offer additional compensation for the humiliation, the distress. I don't want money for that. Nevertheless, we insist. It's the least we can do. Lawrence looked at him. What I want is an apology, a real one, not because you're afraid I'll sue you, but because it's right. Vincent met his eyes. You're absolutely right. Mr. Whitfield, I'm sorry, truly sorry, for doubting you, for dismissing you, for not treating you with the dignity every customer deserves. There's no excuse for how I behaved. Lawrence nodded slowly. Thank you. The paperwork took 2 hours. Kara helped, patient, kind, explaining everything. The account was restored to the bank system. The balance confirmed. $47,218.34. 52 years of compound interest, from $2,400 to nearly $50,000. Angela's college fund, grown beyond what Grace and Lawrence ever imagined. What will you do with it? Kara asked gently. Lawrence smiled, sad but warm. There's a scholarship fund at Angela's old high school for students who lost parents. I'll donate it there, in her name and Grace's. That's beautiful. Angela never got to use this money for her education, but maybe through this, she can help other students get theirs. Kara's eyes filled with tears. She'd be proud. I hope so. What time is it where you are? Morning? Night? Let me know in the comments. As Lawrence was leaving, Vincent stopped him. Mr. Whitfield, one more thing. He handed Lawrence an envelope. I've written a personal letter explaining what happened, and another apology in case you ever need it, for anything. Lawrence took it. Thank you. And Vincent hesitated. I want you to know I learned something today about listening, about not making assumptions, about treating people with dignity no matter what. Will you remember it? Yes, I will. Lawrence smiled. Then maybe some good came from this after all. He walked out of the bank, head high, dignity restored. Behind him, Kara watched, thinking about how close they'd come to losing this, how easily truth gets dismissed when it comes from someone society overlooks, an old man in a worn suit with an old passbook telling an old story no one wanted to believe until someone did, and everything changed. The video of Lawrence being dragged out went viral. 5 million views, 10 million. Comments flooded in. This is heartbreaking. Banks treat elderly people terribly. Someone should check his story. 3 days later, the bank issued a public statement confirming Lawrence's account, apologizing for the treatment, announcing policy changes, mandatory training for all staff, new procedures for handling old claims, creation of a dedicated team for historical account recovery. Vincent Harper personally called Lawrence, apologized again, told him about the changes. You've made a real difference, Mr. Whitfield. We're better because of you. I didn't do anything special. I just told the truth. You persisted when everyone told you to give up. That's special. Lawrence hung up, looked at the photo on his mantle. Grace, smiling, beautiful, taken 50 years ago. We did it, honey, he whispered. Angela's fund will help kids now, just like you wanted. 2 months later, Lawrence attended the scholarship ceremony. Angela Whitfield Memorial Scholarship. First recipient, Maria Santos, 17, lost her mother to cancer, going to college to become a nurse. Thank you, Mr. Whitfield, tears in her eyes. This scholarship, it's everything. I can go to school now because of your daughter and your wife. Lawrence hugged her. Angela would be so happy. She wanted to be a nurse too. Really? Really? She had your same dream, your same kindness. Lawrence pulled back, looked at her. You're going to do wonderful things, Maria. I know it. And he did know it, because in that moment, watching Maria accept the scholarship, Lawrence felt Angela's presence and Grace's, both of them there, smiling, proud. The money they'd saved 52 years ago for a future that never came was creating a future for someone else. And that was enough, more than enough. The lesson? Truth doesn't change, even when people refuse to believe it. Even when you're dismissed, humiliated, thrown out. If you're telling the truth, persist. Someone will eventually listen. Lawrence Whitfield could have given up, could have left the bank, assumed he was wrong, that the account was gone. But he didn't, because he knew the truth, and he refused to let it die. Not for him, but for Grace, for Angela, for the promise made 52 years ago, that persistence mattered. Not because it restored his $47,000, but because it changed a bank's policies, trained staff to listen better, created a scholarship that would help students for generations. One old man, one old passbook, one refusal to give up, changed everything. If this story moved you, share it. And remember, the next time someone tells you a truth that seems impossible, listen, really listen, because sometimes the most important truths come from the most unlikely sources. An old man in a worn suit with an old passbook and an old story that no one wanted to believe until someone did, and everything changed.